Hello students, I'm Sheila Goel, your psychology teacher. Today we are going to study the topic of psychological disorders. Before understanding psychological disorders, let us understand the concept of abnormal behavior or abnormality. See, there are different definitions of abnormality and none of them is universally accepted. Most definitions have certain features that are common and they can be described by 4 Ds. First is dysfunctional, actions that interfere with the ability to work. Dysfunction means that a person is unable to carry out daily processes or daily activities in a constructive manner. If a person is not able to do the daily activities, he will not be able to do the productive work, right? And it will be very upsetting for him also. Second is distress, it causes anxiety and worry. Distressing means it is unpleasant or upsetting. It can be unpleasant and upsetting for the person himself or to the others. In both the cases, it is known as abnormal behavior. Next is danger. Danger means that the behavior can possibly be dangerous to the person himself or to the others. That way, also, it can be abnormal behavior. Next is deviant. Deviant means different, extreme, unusual, and even bizarre behavior which is away from the normal behavior. Let us understand the historical background. To understand the psychological disorders, we need to understand how the history of abnormal psychology has been viewed through different periods of human progress. Now, first is exorcism. In exorcism, that means that removing the evil that resides in the individual through counter magic and prayer. It is also used now, but it is very less, very less. It states that abnormal behavior can be explained by the operation of supernatural and magical forces such as evil spirits and devil. And what are evil spirits and devil in Hindi? They are bhoot, pret, shaitan, and all those things. See, in this exorcism, it is believed that a medicine man or the shaman or the oja, different societies call this medicine man differently. So, this shaman or the oja is the mediator between the supernatural forces, that is, spirits, and human beings. He can communicate with the spirits and human beings also and help the person through the counter magic as well as prayers and can heal him. Understood? Now, through the shaman, an afflicted person can learn which spirits are responsible for his problems and what needs to be done to appease them. So, the ill person can understand the evil spirits around him and can get the cure by doing whatever the spirits wanted. It was way back. It was discouraged afterwards, but it has come again, time and again. Right? Now also it is prevalent, but in very less category. Next is biological approach. Biological approach says that it is a lapse or between the body and brain coordination that causes psychological disorders. It is also known as organic approach. It is known as organic approach. In the modern era, there is an evidence that body and brain processes have been linked to many maladaptive behavior. And we are talking about very olden times where there was not so many researches, but they have understood that it needs medical treatment and not the treatment by the shaman, right? So there was a lots of leaps of improvement when we came into biological approaches. So they thought that defective biological processes needs to be improved for the proper functioning. Next came the psychological approach. Psychological approach says that psychological problems are caused by inadequacy in the way the person thinks, feels, and perceives the world. Now the problem which an individual is facing is because of his way of thinking, feeling and perceiving. It is not caused by the biological reasons, it is not caused by the evil spirits, but because of the person's thoughts, feelings and perception. Now after this there came an organismic approach. Organismic approach. Organismic approach was given by Hippocrates, Socrates, and Plato. Plato said that disturbed behavior is due to the conflict between the emotion and reason. Any psychological issue that is arising, it is due to the problem between the emotion and reason only. Next, Galen elaborated the role of the four humors or the personal characters and temperament. You can see in the chart that there are four elements according to the Galen. These four elements are earth, air, water and fire. According to him, these essential elements combine together to form four body fluids. And what are they known as? Humors. Humor are of four types: blood, yellow bile, black bile and phlegm. See students, according to these fluids, these are responsible for different temperaments in the individual. You can see that blood is the reason for the characteristics of the personality, like courageous, hopeful. Yellow bile is correlated with short temperedness. Black bile is related to sentimental values and introspective behavior, and phlegm is related to calm and unemotional behavior. So these fluids, body fluids, combine together and make a personality of an individual. But if there is any imbalance between these humors, it causes imbalance in the temperament and can cause psychological disorders. In the Indian perspective also, there has been Ayurveda, and the things that were given by them are Vat, Pith and Kalf. According to them, there are three personality types. Vat, that is reflecting to the elements of space and air. Pith, that is reflecting to the fire and water, and Kalf, qualities reflecting to the water and earth. See, according to them, if there are any imbalances between these Vata, Pitta and Kalf, there is a temperamental change. These are mentioned in Atharva Veda also and Ayurvedic text also. After that, in the Middle Ages, there was demonology and witchcraft, which came popularly again, right? And during this time, Christian spirit of charity, Saint Augustine, said that patients actually are suffering from mental anguish and conflict. He emphasized on the mental anguish and conflict and laid the groundwork for the modern psychodynamic theories of abnormal behavior. Next came Resonance period. It was marked by the increased humanism and curiosity about behavior. Johann Weyer emphasized that psychological conflict and disturbed interpersonal relationship are the causes of psychological disorders. Now, what does this means? That any conflict that we have in our mind, and if our relationships are not healthy, it will cause psychological disorders. Next, he insisted that witches were mentally disturbed and required medical treatment and not the theological treatment. Next came the Age of Enlightenment. It has the most scientific approach. During this time, social reforms were on the peak. See, they have replaced the faith and dogma as a ways of understanding abnormal behavior. They have changed everything. They said that the cured people should be sent to the community for better life and deinstitutionalization. there was a lot of positive changes due to this. They changed the asylums, initiated these movements in America and Europe. They said that the people who are in the institutes and who have been cured should be returned to the community and work so that they can live normal lives. So, when the reform movements were going on, people increasingly portrayed compassion for the people who were suffering from disorders. There was a compassion in this time. Last but not the least, interaction approach. It is also known as biopsychosocial approach. This shows that all the things, biological, psychological, and social, influences a person. It plays important roles in influencing the expression and outcome of psychological disorders. Now, what is the physical health, genetics, disability, temperament? What are the self esteem, coping skills, social skills, and the family relationships? In the social, it comes as peer group, drug effects, school, trauma, family relationship. All these things affect the health of the individual, how we perceive our psychological health. It is all related. So in this interactional approach or biopsychosocial approach, all the factors were included. I hope you have understood the evolution of psychological disorders and you will learn it properly. Thank you, students.